Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to the Strategic Command American Civil War. Welcome back to our Conquest of Mexico versus Old Crow Balthazor. We are coming into the 25th turn, and it should be end of August or September 1847. Yeah, we had a little bit of some rest next to at Scott's southern army, where the enemy retreated in the mountains next to Mexico City, basically. Whilst in the north, Zachary Taylor managed to breach a little bit the defenses of the enemy next to Saitiu after taking the town for a couple of hours. At least we overrun some of the defenses and making slow progress over here. So yeah, I'm quite excited to see how the enemy reacts to that, if there's a full retreat or anything like that. So yeah, let's get in and watch the replay together. Alright, the regiment under direct fire. I hope it can retreat and will not get crushed. Oh, yes, it can retreat. That was a lucky one, I assume. Oh wow, but the enemy didn't retreat at all, or didn't go to another position. Well, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. But before we're gonna read Prescott anyways. So let's go. Page 257. Not many days elapsed, however, before Cortés received an invitation, or rather a summons, from the Emperor to attend him in his apartment. The general went with some feelings of anxiety and distrust, taking with him Olit, captain of the guard, and 2 or 3 other trusty cavaliers. Montezuma received them with his old civility, and turning to the general, told him that all his predictions had come to pass. The gods of his country had been offended by the violation of their temples. They had threatened to the priests that they would forsake the city if the sacrilegious strangers were not driven from it, or rather sacrificed on the altars in expiation of their crimes. The monarch assured the Christians it was from regard to their safety that he communicated this. And if you have any regard for it yourself, he concluded, you will leave the country without delay. I have only to raise my finger, and every Aztec in the land will rise in arms against you. There was no reason to doubt his sincerity. For Montezuma, whatever evils had been brought on him by the white man, held them in reverence as a race more highly gifted than his own, while for several, as we have seen, he had conceived an attachment flowing no doubt from their personal attentions and deferences for himself. Alrighty. It's raining mud in the desert, and you still took the fort. Here he meant. And they couldn't push us back. That's really nice. So actually, ooh. Now I see actually some chance that we might push the calf out here and maybe take some, like a line like this, and actually taking this side on the river for good. So I guess the time of the enemy next to Saitiu is over. Down here we have to see where the enemy is and so forth, but let's start off here next to Santa Fe, next to Chihuahua at first. Question is, I think we're gonna go here. Or actually, no, we're gonna use this calf first because, yeah, they can't go anywhere else. So we are seeing this reconnaissance situation. And I think I'm gonna move these boys in here. Let's see if we maybe can do something at San Geronimo already. But rather this way, maybe. No, we cannot, but we can keep this position. Yeah, okay, here. The Battle of Geronimo or Chihuahua will commence probably next turn. Yeah. In the meantime, we take the position over up to like this here. All right, let's get to Taylor and the Nuevo Leon front, or here next to Saitiu. And actually, I think I'm not going to attack Saitiu as I was thinking. Maybe so. Actually, here's the defensive artillery. Ours is also not in the best of shape. So what I want to do is definitely detach these guys. Yeah, the others can't. Unfortunately, cannot be attached. Nah. Command range isn't high enough. Nevertheless, I'm going to attack here. Wow, 3 damage. Very nice. I think I'm going to move them up here. I mean, here's the fortification, which is sad, but... Let's see how we're gonna do this. think we're gonna use the Rangers here actually for this kind of siege position. Why is the Cav really so sturdy over here? Okay. One more attack over here. Yeah, okay, then we can perform it with these guys. Alright, that's it. And then the artillery goes in here. And these guys could be, for 100, they can be fully reinforced. Okay. Let's have a look how much we need as anywhere else. Here we're gonna take... let's get the view on San Luis first. It's occupied, okay. It kind of was expected. This means those units might have retreated, so actually San Luis might be a target worth attacking. I mean, it's hard to tell what the enemy does at other fronts, right? If they move towards Mexico or Veracruz, I don't know what the enemy expects to happen next. Yeah, now we're lacking cavalry again. I bought already an extra one, but I would love to have one here in this area and one here, because here I'm also quite tempted to keep on going to take Papantla down here. Just to get some reconnaissance, and if nothing is around in this area, we can just take these little towns and get some supply over here. And we can peek on Veracruz and so forth, so yep. Let's do that. And continue with that plan. Maybe let's try to... Yeah, we're gonna risk an ambush or something and let's move on. Maybe the enemy is not even around, you never know. No, he is still around. Okay, that was painful, but... in this case... we can't fire on them anyways, right? Ah. I think I'm gonna move in and attack here with the regulars. It's painful. But it can be done. God damn it! These guys can't get there, unfortunately. Still, I'm gonna push a little bit up. Okay, ooh, fuck. Oh gosh, that wasn't so smart. So now at least we know this position. Maybe I knew it already, to be honest. Maybe I wasn't so careful. Nevertheless, I mean, also the enemy taking one unit down to 1 is always good. So the enemy is positioned up here. Question is if we maybe withdraw some 1 or 2 brigades over here and the artillery and get in the defensive position over here, since the enemy expects us to push here to Mexico City, while we actually go towards San Luis and come here from the north into Querétaro. Both viable options, I would say. I haven't seen any rain. Any rain or mud. Just dust and the cry in Spanish cries of my brain. How do you call it? Cries of desperation. So okay, flexing around a little bit in stupid ways. That's part of the game, I assume. Okay, up here we're gonna ship moves up. You guys keep on raiding. Yeah, essentially, these guys, we're gonna also send them to the Pacific, even if they arrive super late. It is what it is. And here we keep up our... yeah, let's not call it a mini block. Yeah. To be honest, in this situation, I'm gonna move up one gunboat as well, since okay, the enemy still has no ships at all, so actually it doesn't matter at all. I was wondering once again to bring maybe one ship to escort any new convoys of new reinforcements we're gonna get, but nah. Ain't gonna happen. Okay, that's basically it for this turn. We've got 260 MPPs left and we had 100 to reinforce, but yeah, we could save up for a HQ, but also the next cavalry brigade would be kind of tempting. So we would have direct, yeah, they could help out with these guys already. And the reconnaissance, do the Marines bring any extra spotting? No. Basically, I realized, by the way, that these Rangers have also a little bit better spotting than the infantry. I didn't know that, so I learned a little bit what Rangers make kind of a difference to the others. Good to know. Still back to this decision. I mean, to be honest, we have to... No, I'm not gonna get anything because I got to upgrade those, because we've got some momentum here now and I want to keep this on going. So for this reason, I'd love to have these units available, and yeah, down here we can't do anything special. So I think that's it. All right, guys, short turn, September 1st, 1847. Next turn we're gonna probably move in on Chihuahua, and as long as this is the only defending force, I'm very optimistic to be successful here. Here we shall see. At least we can afford now to be in this kind of position, and how long the enemy can withstand us. I think the main idea is, like, as we see a lot of hurt units, that the enemy doesn't have the MPP anymore to reinforce all of them. Which makes me kind of want to check if St. Louis is one of those, but then we're super vulnerable and we have basically no supply over here. Nah, not like that, not like that. Yeah, what I'm saying is the enemy is lacking the possibilities to reinforce troops, so we can. I am always happy to engage anywhere. Yeah, for this reason, I guess it was despite these losses at the ambush, it's kind of a good turn for us. Alright, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Of course, if you haven't yet, it would be fantastic if you leave me and Balthazor too both a like and a subscription. You find his link to his first video in the video description. Thank you very much, and most importantly, see you next time in the next episode after we end this one together, where nothing happens anymore. So yeah, see you next time in the next episode. Bye, your Strategy Wolf.